Hi guys, I hope you are fine. Today we're going to look at our tutorial 5, which is based on the financial market. So the first question says that in every single day conversation we use man to denote a lot of things and um, or something like income or welfare and something like that. But the truth is, in economics, we have some sort of um, the proper meaning of money, and it does have its own functions, all right? So the question says list and discuss those functions. And we can say that in economics, or money has basically four main functions, all right? It can be used as a medium of exchange, it can be used as a unit of account, it can be used as a store value, or it can be used as a standard of deferred payments, right? So in other words, we can say that using money as a medium of exchange derives directly from its definition, or the definition of money, right? Which is a common instrument, can be commonly accepted to be used as a mean of exchange. Okay, in other words, if you go to goods and services market for you to get some product or to get some commodity, you ought to give something in it as a mean of exchange for you to get that commodity that you are looking for. Okay, so if at that particular moment you are using money to get a certain thing back, or to get what you are demanding in the goods market, we say that you are using money as a mean of exchange, right? Going forward, for you to use money as a unit of account, we are just saying that it is a standard unit, or it is basically a great measure for quoting. Okay, if for example you have your good or service that you want to supply, however you don't know how would you quote it, and you just somehow decide and say, no, this good of mine, I'm going to sell it like 50 rand, okay, or I'm going to sell it 100 rand. There are factors behind that decision, all right? And at that moment that you will give value, you will quote, you will say, no, the good that I'm selling is 50 rand or is 100 rand. That means you are using money as a unit of account, okay? Because you are using it as a agreed unit for quoting, okay? So going ahead, we have also money has a store value, right? In other words, in a sense that money is an asset by itself, right? It is an asset. You can use it, for example, to buy house and you store money out of it, or you can use it let's suppose that through saving, okay? You invest in saving, you have there's a million rands today and you save it. Once you need it, is there. That means you use it as a store value. So we can have a lot of examples, all right? I'm talking about consumption, I'm talking postponed consumption, all right? I'm talking about saving and so on and so forth, right? So the fourth one is standard of deferred payments, all right? We can basically say that this is man has a unit of account over time. What does it mean? Today, you wanna have it as let's say a standard unit today for you to use it in future. All right. The fact that you can define everything, all your operations, all your transitions today in rents, and you become able for you to use the same unit, the same standard unit, all right, in the future. That means you will have used that money as a standard of deferred payments. The other example is the debt. If you are having a loan today, all right, in rents, that means you will have to pay that loans later on in rents, right? You will have used man has a standard of deferred payments. Okay? So the good example is basically debt, but then it's not only debt, right? So summarizing this, we can say that we have man has a medium of exchange, which derives uh, directly from its definition. Two, can every man has a unit of account, which we use it as a standard unit or a, a unit agreed for quoting. All right. C, we can have money as a store of value, through savings or postponed consumption. You can consume late and so on and so forth, or we can have money as a standard of deferred payments. Very good. We should give an example of debts and so on and so forth. Very good. So we will move to question 2, where I will say determine A, the interest rate. Very good. Maybe I can just read the question so that we can be on the same page. It says, consider a bond that promises to pay 1,000 in a year, right? What is the interest rate on that bond if price today is, let's say, 750 or 950? Very good. So all we can say is that the price or the interest rate of bonds on the interest rate on bonds is given by, for example, this formula, right? Maybe I can just say the interest rate is given by, I will just write here a division line. Very good. Is given by the price that it promises to give if you decide to hold it, like in a year, for example, minus the price or its price today. For example, if you were about to buy or to purchase a bond today, how much that bond is going to cost in a year? Okay, that price is one that we say, for example, let's say in our case is 1,000 rand minus the price that the price of bond today. All right, so I'll call it RPB. The B stands for bond over the price of bond today. Very good. So in terms of the numeric example, we can say that this is equal to 1,000. Let's say 1,000 rand minus 550 over 550, and this should be equal to 33.3%, 33.3%. Very good. So the other price, maybe we can just say this is equal to, okay, very good. Maybe we can just say and the interest rate should be equal to, just run the division line. Very good. The same price that it promised to pay in a year minus the price minus its price today over its price today. Very good. And this should be equal to 5.26%. Very good. So this is basically the interest rate given a certain price of bond today, right? What is going to be the interest rate, or what is the interest rate? Very good. But then we can have another question. Let's suppose that now we know the interest rate. We want to know what is the price of bond today. Or maybe something interesting that I can stress here is that this is the relationship. If you can see, if the price of bond today is 550, the interest rate is 33%, right? However, if it increases, the price of bond increases to 950, the interest rate drops. Why? There is no surprise here. We know already that there is an inverse relationship between price of bond and interest rate, right? If you decide to hold or if you decide to buy more, let's say, bond, okay, that means this bond over time is going to be scarce in the market, and the interest is going to be high, you know. So this is due to its relationship. All right. Okay, very good. So let's suppose that we know the interest rate and we want to know what is the price of bond. Okay, maybe I can just write here B. I can write here B. All right. The price of bond given a certain, okay, given a certain, okay, it's fine. Given an interest rate. Given an interest rate. Very good. This is given by this formula. We can say RPB, which stands for price of bond, is equal to, I can just write the division line, is equal to the price of bond, or the price that bond promises to pay in a year, which in our case is 1,000 rand. So I'll just say right here 1,000 rand divided by 1 plus the non-interest rate, because it's non anyway. So numerically, this we can just say this is equal to, I'll just write the division line, is going to be equal to 1,000 rand divided by 1 plus 0.08, which is 8%, right? So this is going to be equal to 925, I'll just write the rands, 925.90. So just rounding it up. All right, so we can see something interesting is that here we got 925 rands if the interest rate today is 8%. Something interesting is that if we go and look a little bit back, here the price of bond was 950. The interest rate was 5%. If the interest rate increases to 8%, all right, we are going to have less or lower price of bond. Okay, you can see it decreased from 952, 925. So this, once again, it explains the relationship that exists between the interest rate and the price of bond. Okay, so very good. Our tutorial today, no, our first part of this tutorial is going to end here, and please don't miss out the second part of this tutorial. If you have any issue, don't hesitate, just email us on santosnegasvilla@gmail.com. And thank you very much. See you in our next tutorial. I mean, in the second part of this tutorial. Bye.